So just making a video here in the rain. As you can see, there's nothing on it. So I check the oil here to show you. And pull it out again, and as you can see, it's full. So if I put it on my thing here, you can see it's full. So my oil level itself is fine. So putting it back in. Here we go. And now starting the car. So I'm here in the car. I'll turn this off. So those are my lights that are on, and so press the clutch, start the car, so start again, and well, my oil level is actually 60, so that's a good sign. But you can see it's dropping already. So if I press it, you can see. So this is 2000 RPM, cold start, as you can see. And it drops down. So I will leave the car running for a bit until it's on the temperature, just to show you how it is now. So my car's running here. As you can see, the coolant temp is still warming up. It's 43 degrees at the moment. The RPM is 1253, which is cold, by the way. It's like 8 degrees outside Celsius. My airflow is like this. Throttle position sensor is at 10%. I don't know if that's correct or not, but that's something I have to check and tell you. Then we have the oxygen, which is 0.2 volts for bank 1, and then 0.69 volts. The charging is 14.29 volt, which seems to be correct for the car, but my battery light is still on, so I don't know why. I have the fan on as well when I turn it off. Let's see if this changes anything on my voltage. It shouldn't do too much, to be honest. A little bit, but I'm freezing my bits off, so just turn it on a bit. So the car has been running. The coolant is 48 degrees at the moment. According to my sensor, my oil pressure is currently 40 psi. So I don't know if that's correct or if that's not correct, but that's how it is. Then if I go to diagnostics and status, you can see there's no errors, there's nothing wrong according to my my program here. Nothing detected, no misfires, nothing. I could check the oxygen sensor, but I don't know how to read this, to be honest. And I don't even know if this is correct, So if I choose bank 1, so it says minimum, maximum, but I don't know if it says value, but it doesn't know what the minimum maximum is. So it could be something else. And this is the same thing. It says something, but I don't know what this should be. So so if we go back to measures and go to tables and go to the complete list again. So my coolant is at the moment 53 degrees, which is almost starting to warm up here, and it's 1300 RPM. The intake temp is 18 degrees. its math flow is 3.96 Gs a second. Those are still the same. Short bank voltage is the same. So I will wait till the car is warmed up, and we'll make show what's going on. So here's the car again. As you can see, the temperature is still cold, but the RPM for some reason is still high. But my pressure went all the way to about 30 psi or so now. So the car isn't even in perfect temperature yet. For some reason this one stopped working, so I cannot check what my oil temperature is going to be or is, but I can see that it didn't work, or at least it hasn't been working yet, so not sure. So I will just wait just to show you how it's going, but it's currently at 30 psi, which in my case I think is a bit low, but let's see. So you can see my temperature is 73 degrees at the moment. I checked that in my app, and yeah, for some reason the oil temperature is still showing at 0. I don't know if that's because of wires that I might have disconnected while I was doing this, or if it's something else. So I still have to verify this, but because of the you can see the weather is kind of shite, so that's something I would have to check though. My temperature like 73 degrees or so at the moment, and my oil pressure is currently sitting there. You can see it moves. You have to look very closely though, but it moves. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to raise it to about 2500 RPM, and it sits there. So if I raise it to 3.5, you can still see it still sits there. Or see it, and then after that it goes to about 20. Temperature should be cooled down a bit because of my thermostat, but it doesn't matter if I'm about 3000 or 4000 RPM. See, it just goes maximum to about 40 psi, and that's kind of it. So and then it drops to about 17 psi. So temperature still the same. That one is still the same. I don't think that one is currently working, to be honest. I don't know why, but that's the only reason I can think about why it doesn't go on. So the temperature and your oil pressure. But before this went all the way to about 10 psi. So I don't know if that's correct. So it goes back to 70, but my idle is a bit high still, even though the swap has been done like 3 months ago. It's about 1300 RPM, might be a bit too high. Temperature and everything is fine. Car gets very, very warm, so that isn't the issue either. It's I did all the coolant and everything, so I just wonder if anyone knows what this could be, and if there's anything for me to worry about. So I'm here, going over the values again. As you've seen in the previous part, it's about 17 psi. So the temperature is 74 degrees, 75 at the moment. Short bank 0. You can see it moving a bit. So RPM is 1367, which seems a bit high for when it's warm. Intake temperature is 21 degrees at the moment. Ignition advanced timing 15 MUF sensor 4.06, oxygen sensors, and voltage. Even though I get the battery light, the voltage stays about the same. It goes from 13.87 to about 13.9 or so. So that could trigger my battery indication light while it's coming on, but you know, other than that, it seems to charge. I will maybe like next week or so check and see if there's anything. If I drive the car, let's say for around the block for a few times and stuff, see if anything changes. You know, with the battery light that I have, and see if anything like that, you know, makes a difference. But that's it for now. Sorry for the long video, but I hope, and you know, if someone knows what this is causing, or if there's anything I have to worry about in the first place. So thank you so much in advance.